So today we're going to take this barrel head that I bought for $7 and turn it into $125. Now, if you've never seen these types of barrels before, these are what are called bourbon barrels. And bourbon barrels are very easy to come by in my area. Now, if you don't have bourbon barrels in your area, you can probably still find wine barrels or other types of barrels that you can use in exactly the same way. And what I really love about using materials and styles such as this is it's not the kind of thing that you see all over the internet. It's unique, and you can be one of the only ones that are actually creating this type of stuff. So if you want to see how to take this flimsy old bourbon barrel lid that's full of soot and turn it into some really good money, stick around. Now, the first part of this is cleanup, obviously, and I like to clean it up just enough so that it looks nice and clean, but it still has the stamp on there, so it looks rustic. Well, then we need to take it apart. And you might ask, well, why are we going to take it apart if we're just going to put it back together? And the reason for that is that over time with expansion and contraction, these barrel lids can come loose. So I like to take everything apart, use a scraper and get as much of that char off there as I can, and then just simply glue it back together and seal the back. And here's how we're going to do that. Once we've cleaned up everything and we have the majority of the char gone, we are going to lay it out and just glue it back together. Now, this can be a little bit challenging, but when it's done, it should hold up forever. So whenever I'm trying to seal up something like this, my go-to is to use shellac. I like using shellac because it dries incredibly quickly, usually within 10 to 15 minutes. Only takes a couple of coats. It's natural. It doesn't smell as bad as some other things. And because shellac dries using evaporation and not that exothermic polymerization that other oils can use, shellac is less likely to spontaneously combust, so it's a little bit safer. Now, that said, shellac is dissolved, so it is very flammable, so just keep that in mind. Now it's time to glue everything back up now that we have everything sealed and it's dried. I used 3 coats of shellac to seal it up nice and solid so there's not going to be any char coming off and getting on your hands. So next, let's glue it back together. Now, when you take these apart, you can glue them back together fairly easily. Takes a little bit of work because once they come apart, they don't like to come back together. And you're going to have to clamp them up and let it set up. So the way I prefer to do it is I'll use 4 cauls to actually hold it flat, and then I'll take a 5th clamp and just clamp it right down the middle so that it gets as tight as we can. I'm going to let all that glue squeeze out. I'm not going to touch it. I'll scrape it off later on. Now, this is why I like having a laminate top, is because it's easy to get all this glue out of the way. I'm just simply going to wipe up some of it so that it dries quicker. And as soon as it dries, I keep a hand plane blade handy and I'll just scrape everything up and clean up my workspace. Now, once everything is dry, let's take it apart. I'll use that same hand plane blade to clean off some of the glue squeeze out that's dried. And then we're going to seal up the top. Now, notice how I left the stamp on there. This is a Heaven Hill bourbon barrel lid. So I'm going to put about 3 more coats of shellac on the top here. Now that's going to seal it up. It's going to make it look really nice. And then also it's going to make it much easier when we take it over to our CNC, which is the next step. Now, this particular student wanted a fishing type of a theme on their graduation barrel head. So I found a design online, downloaded it, and took it into VCarve Pro. To begin with, I'm going to pocket out most of the large parts, so I am using a 1/8 inch bit. For this particular design, I didn't need anything to use a 1/4 of an inch. It was just as easy to go with 1/8 of an inch. Now, once I have the major material removal done, I'm going to use a 60-degree V-bit to take care of the lettering and those fine-tuning little details. Now, you'll notice that I did use an upcut bit instead of a downcut bit, so there's some burrs right there that I will just have to sand off later on because I'm going to have to sand it anyway. Now, you also may notice right here at the bottom in the class of 26, the of is very low, and you'll see the last name up at the top. You see kind of the same thing there. It's because bourbon barrel lids aren't meant to be perfectly flat. Now, some people might say, well, why not just use a laser engraver and laser engrave it? And you could do that. But even though I have a 32-inch laser engraver, it's not assembled and put together right now. And I found that it's just as easy to do this using your CNC, but then go back and set your Z-axis a little bit lower, usually about a 16th of an inch maybe, and redo those parts that are a little bit lower. So that's what I'll do here in just a couple of minutes. Now, I didn't think to film it, but you can see that the of is now in much better shape. So rest assured, I went back and did that. Now, once the design is on the barrel lid, we're almost done. Now we just need to clean it up, paint it, and seal it up for good. All right, so I'm going to give it a good once-over sanding just to get rid of the burrs and then to kind of flatten everything out just a little bit. And now I'm going to use that same shellac. I'm going to put about 3 coats of shellac on there. Now that's going to reseal everything and make the surface look really nice. And then it's also going to give us kind of a barrier when we start painting the design. For my paint, I'm just using a little craft brush and some black acrylic paint that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. All right, now you might notice for this last sanding, I'm using a little old Black & Decker sander just for sanding off paint. I really don't like to use my Festool. I like to take care of it a little bit more. And then once everything's all said and done, here you go. It's nice and clean, ready for one final seal of shellac. And I am going to put on 3 more coats, and we are done. So finally, how do you price these types of projects? Well, first off, the material cost is next to nothing. $7 for an entire barrel lid. Or if you get lucky, you may be able to find an entire barrel, which you can typically buy for $75 to $100. And you might say, well, why would I need an entire barrel when all I'm going to use are the lids? And that's because these staves can also be used to create some pretty awesome projects as well. I'll put a link to some bourbon barrel stave projects that I've done that are excellent moneymakers that made me over $2,000 at the end of this video. So with material being $5 to $7, the amount of time on the CNC takes about 1 hour. Then you figure in about another half an hour to 45 minutes to clean up, sand, and seal. I typically will have less than 2 hours worth of work into one of these projects, which means you can sell these for $100 to $125 and clear over $50 an hour. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this type of woodworking, there's going to be another video, I believe, on this side right here. So check it out. Oh, don't forget to give me that subscription before you leave.